With me in the studios in Mumbai, Dr Sambit Patra of the BJP and Rahul Narvekar of the NCP. Joining us from Delhi is Jayanto Ghoshal of the Ananda Bazar Patrika. My first question is to Kirip Chaliha, senior leader and former MP of the Congress party. Mr. Chaliha, yesterday on the Newshour debate, you were very aggressive. You blamed everybody but the Congress party. And you got very angry when Seshadri Chari of the BJP said, we can act tough, but for that we will first have to sack the Tarun Gogoi government and have president's rule in the state. Today we have information that there was specific intelligence information of the impending attack and that you did nothing. I have copies of intelligence alerts, I have details of them, I have daily bulletins which were given. It's all out now that the information was there and available to you. Now you must explain why then you allowed 81 people to be killed. You sat on the warnings, you had the information, you could have acted. It was even revealed in the information which particular tribe will be targeted and by whom around which time. And you did nothing. Why did you allow the killings to happen?
Well, Arnab, I must clarify that I didn't get provoked by Mr. Seshadri's attack on my state government. I got provoked because he was giving an interpretation which was totally contrary to the truth. He was trying to interpret the entire massacre in view of certain differences in the Assam cabinet, which was a very silly thing to do. But let me assure you that I am not here to hold it.
No, maybe he's right. Why did you otherwise not act? Why didn't you stop the killings when you could have?
Can I clarify? Can I clarify? I said I am not here to defend the indefensible. In fact, I would like to let you know and inform you that there has been almost over 1,000 innocent people have been killed till now in these ethnic clashes, be it between Bodos and Muslims, be it between Bodos and Adivasis, and these things have been going on for quite some time. But do you know, Arnab, that not a single person has been convicted till now? Do you know not a single murderer has been punished till now? Do you know there has been a political assassination? Not a single culprit has been brought to book till now.
Doesn't explain anything.
What more do you want to know?
Doesn't explain anything. I want to know that I have information that you had the information the attack is going to happen. I'm going to pick up these pieces. Multi-agency center, repeatedly intelligence inputs are going out. The attack is going to happen. People are going to be killed. The attack is going to happen. The information also says that on December 23rd at 1600 hours, attacks are likely to begin in the villages of Sonitpur and Kokrajhar. It mentioned that Bhedi, a commander of the NDFBS, one second, I'll put the pictures of the leaders of the NDFBS also on the screen. It was said the attack will be orchestrated, which is intended to target more than 100 non-Bodos. The intelligence input also claimed that the Santhal tribe is likely to be targeted. There is a history of such incidents happening. Intelligence input number 2 now. Are you listening, sir? Let's have him back on screen, Mr. Chaliha. Intelligence input number 2 for the violence.
I said
intelligence input number 3. Intelligence input number 3, 1 second. 5 hours before the attack, interceptions of a conversation between Badai, an NDFB member, and his 2 deputies are intercepted. This is at 12:40 p.m. Badai is telling his deputies, go and kill these Adivasis. In other words, your government had information that the Adivasis are going to be killed. Your government had the information the Adivasis are going to be killed. You allowed them to be killed. This, therefore, if not a state-sponsored massacre, is a state-allowed massacre.
I would rather say it is because of inefficiencies in the
inefficiency is a very generic term, Sambit Patra. No, I don't understand. What's the word? What does inefficiency mean? Is inefficiency a response, Sambit Patra?
It's not just inefficiency. We'll talk about inefficiency later. But the most important issue is today the Deputy Speaker says, what is this? This is a small affair. This happens in Bangladesh. This happens in Pakistan. So you should not see that this has a big matter. I'm appalled. And they have a Chief Secretary. The Chief Secretary is in Kaziranga Hills. He's in Kaziranga Kaziranga jungle going for a safari. When people are dying, he does not call off his vacation. He does not come to supervise. You have an intelligence report. Intelligence report which is precise to the time, the date, the commander's name, the people who would be murdered, butchered, and in fact, the number of people who would be butchered, 100 people would be butchered, was rightly mentioned, clearly mentioned in the intelligence report. In spite of knowing all this, the Chief Secretary, who should have, in fact, should have been seeing, should have been handling the whole situation, is in Kaziranga enjoying a safari, and he does not call off his vacation. Is this the seriousness with which the Assam government, the Tarun Gogoi government, was looking after the intelligence and the aftermath?
No, but in any case, I think this is a state-allowed massacre. Why did you, if the state has allowed a massacre, Rahul Narvekar, should the state government stay? If the state has allowed a massacre, which these inputs show, should the state government stay or be sacked?
Absolutely. You've hit the nail on the head. At the outset, I think every law enforcing agency and the persons in charge of such agencies who were responsible in Assam should be booked for culpable homicide, because to my mind, this is nothing short of culpable homicide. They have allowed this to happen, one. Number two, if this is a serious failure of law and order machinery in the state and therefore directly invites action for suspension of such an irresponsible government. Number three, if I hold the state government responsible, I think the centre also needs to own up responsibility for the simple reason.
For which reason? Are you just doing a balancing act?
Well, if you would like me to complete.
No, is it a balancing act you're doing?
I'm not saying this in particular because this government is in place. I'm saying successively. What the central government has done is the intelligence agencies have given intelligence report to various states in the past as well. But there is no follow-up. There is no systematic follow-up as to what checks and measures have been taken.
No, what follow-up
What checks and measures have been taken. I am sorry. I am Mr. Sambit Patra. Mr. Sambit Patra, if you understand the constitution, federal structure of this country, if you understand the federal structure of this country, you will appreciate that the constitution gives the right to the centre to suspend the government of the state if there is a failure in law and order machinery in that particular state. If you have the right to do that, you have every reason to be accountable for every law and order failure in any part of any state.
Sure, you can. No, but I think you're just doing a balancing act. What do you expect? What do you expect?
And especially if the central...
Mr. Rahul Narvekar, I'm not like defending the government on this one, but what do you do? Intelligence input number 1 is given, intelligence input number 2 is given, intelligence input number 3 is given, and what's more, none other than the special branch of the Assam police played a role in generating one of these inputs. The state government did nothing. This is therefore a state-allowed massacre. Why are you targeting the centre on this one? 1 second, Kirip Chaliha will come in. You don't have. You're doing a balance.
Let's not be naive over here. Let's not be puerile over here. The state.
Who's being puerile?
No. Rahul saying that the central government is responsible and the central government should in fact see to it that the state government is taken to task.
What's puerile about it?
I would say it's.
No, what's puerile about it?
The central government did what the central government should do, provided the information to the extent that it was told which date, which time, who would be the people. Then it was left to the state government to act. Why did not the state government act?
That's the problem.
Law and order. If we would have taken into the law and order situation of the state government, then Mr. Rahul Narvekar today, you would have been the one who would have said that we have eaten into the federalism of this country. Attack on the federalism of the country.
Sambit Patra, when the Kalyan Singh government was suspended by the centre, you didn't speak this language.
No, why not?
You had another language.
No, Mr. Rahul, it's not that the central government did not take the state government into task. But presently, exactly, you are the one who is politicizing the issue.
The job of the centre is not only to give intelligence reports, it is also to ensure that the state acts on those reports.
No, but Rahul, you know what you're doing. What you're doing here is that you're successfully defending the Congress government in what is an indefensible matter openly. I've listened to your argument.
At the beginning of your show said that such an irresponsible government deserves to be suspended.
Yeah, and then you've gone on to say a lot of other things.
In the same breath, I have said that the centre also needs to act responsibly in such matters.
You don't have to have a balancing act in injustice. Remember, injustice justice always dwindles to one side, and you have to see who is the one who is unjust. In this case, injustice is lying with the Tarun Gogoi government. It's
absolutely it is. And Rahul is obviously doing a balancing number out here. That's all right. He has his political reasons to do so. I wish Rahul Narvekar was just a little more honest towards himself on this one. Now, Jayanto Ghoshal, do you believe Kirip Chaliha needs to take responsibility today? Do you believe the Tarun Gogoi government needs to be sacked? Because of 4 reasons. The time of the attack, the location of the attacks was known in advance. The Tarun Gogoi government did nothing. The conversations of the people who were responsible for the attack had been intercepted. The Assam government knew it, did nothing. Third, the conversations were even translated from and dispatched to the Assam government. The Assam government did nothing. Fourth, special branch of the Assam police played a role in generating the inputs. In other words, the Assam government knew and did nothing. The Assam government knew people are going to be massacred. The Assam government, Jayanto Ghoshal, knew women and children will be killed and butchered. Tarun Gogoi government knew and did nothing. They knew, they did nothing. This has never happened before.
Absolutely.
Arnab, yes.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And I think Mr. Chaliha also knows better than me that what is the exact situation of Mr. Tarun Gogoi. I think he knows better than me, but he cannot speak on camera. But you know, after a long tenure, now Tarun Gogoi has lost his control over the bureaucracy and control over this sort of intelligence and other officials. I'm telling you, I am not suggesting 356. I don't think that 356 is the solution, but you have to take the responsibilities. Law and order is a state subject. You got the intelligence report, and now you are saying that you need more paramilitary forces. But why you didn't send the report to the center after getting the intelligence report that we need paramilitary forces? I know that when Home Ministry alerted the state government, they were waiting for the state government's report also, and Home Secretary talked to Chief Secretary, but you know, there was no follow-up from the state government side. So this callousness of the state government, I'm sorry for my language, but you know, this is not...
No, this is not callousness.
Of Congress and
no, I'm sorry, Jayanto Ghoshal, my question is, why should I let the Tarun Gogoi government get away?
Responsibility of Congress is not responsible.
No, but Jayanto, 1 minute. Listen to me. Jayanto, 1 minute. Why should I let the Congress government get away by saying it's callousness? Tomorrow there will be a communal riot. People would know about it. Intelligence information will be there. The governments will do nothing. And later we'll say, oh, we were just a little bit callous. There is a history. Mr. Chaliha, please respond. And I want to see today whether you can respond with the same aggression that you did yesterday when you were questioning the BJP.
This is not the first incident.
No. This is not the first incident. In May this year, there was specific intelligence information about terrorist attacks on religious minorities in Kokrajhar. Yeah. 32 people died. In that case also, many children were killed, many women were killed. Then also the government didn't do anything. There is a pattern here. Behind the pattern, there has to be a motive. What is the motive? Mr. Chaliha, what is the motive for letting people get massacred? What is the motive? Tell us.
Is it callousness or cohabitation?
Is it callousness or cohabitation the BJP is asking you?
No, Arnab, I think I made myself very clear in the beginning when I said that I am not here to defend the indefensible.
No. This hands-up phenomena will not work. You cannot give up and escape. People have died. No, Mr. Chaliha, you're a very senior person. We all respect you. But this hands-up phenomena is not going to work. You cannot say, I will not defend the indefensible. People have died here. 100 people have lost their lives. You have to either defend or you have to quit. There is no middle path over here. Either you say, well, yes, we are wrong and we are quitting because of our inaction, 100 people have died. I would not call it even inaction. I am calling it cohabitation.
You are accusing the Congress of being in league with the people who carried out the massacre.
Yes, and this is a known fact. There have been murmurs, there have been loud sounds saying that the Bodos, in fact, have been helped by the Congress in the past because the Bodos, in fact, are cohabiting in the assembly.
No, Mr. Chaliha, please tell us. Mr. Chaliha, please tell me. Mr. Chaliha, please tell me why. What is the reason why you always have the information people will be killed? No, people are killed. People are killed. You know people will be killed. You allow them to be killed. People are killed. People are massacred. And then the Chief Minister and his son comes out and says, let's have a long-term solution. I mean, what long-term solution is there? Why do you allow people to be killed? And then the Deputy Speaker of the state says, are people not killed in Pakistan? Are people not killed in Bangladesh? Have you sacked the Deputy Speaker? No. What does he mean by that?
No, Arnab, let me make it very clear. Let me make it very clear. The people of Assam does not at all tolerate the kind of silly statement that the Deputy Speaker has given.
Then sack him. Then sack him.
Given by him.
No,
And
then
we all
sack
condemn
him.
it. No, listen.
No,
We all
sack him,
condemn
sir.
it.
No, sack him, sir.
We all condemn him.
No, what does your
Okay,
condemnation
we
means
start-
nothing.
we
Your
start-
condemnation means nothing, Mr. Chaliha. Your condemnation means nothing.
See, within the Congress party, Arnab, had I been like you, it would have been very easy to shout and say something. But we have to go according to certain...
Why
party,
the rules
and
are
we'll take it
different
up with
within the
party.
Congress
No,
party, is it?
I assure you, we'll take it up.
No,
I assure you, we'll
your,
take it up
no,
with
your,
all the
your
friends
assurance
of
does
ours.
not matter.
Number one.
No, your assurance does not
finish.
matter because your
Let me
Deputy
finish.
Speaker thinks, that
That's all I can do.
21
What can I
women
do?
and 18 children
I
can be
I
killed.
can't talk like, I can't speak like Mr. Patra and say that, we have given the intelligence report and now we can't have,
No, I'm not
we can't do
talking.
anything.
There are papers with Arnab Goswami. I also have the papers over here which says what kind of information was given to you. It is not talking. It was in writing that you had all the information. Yet you slept over it. Yet you chose not to do anything. But still, for a moment, let's forget even if there was no intelligence report. There were other reports also which you did not see. You overlooked. 40 people, 40 militants were killed about 3 months ago by the defense security, the security of this country. You should have been aware that if 40 militants have been killed of the Bodos, there would be a strike back. You are not aware. Kokrajhar is a place which had seen umpteen numbers of attack. There was no security in place in Kokrajhar. Bengalis, Assamese and Adivasis have been attacked time and again in Kokrajhar, but no security arrangements were made for these people. 200 to 300 militants were trained in Myanmar forests and they were in fact deputed back to India in the Bodo land. You knew about it, but still you did not act anything on this whole issue.
Mr. Chaliha, women and children have been dragged from their homes in Sonitpur and Kokrajhar. These children were shot at point blank range. Some children were shot in the head. Other children were shot in their mother's hands. The mother was killed. The children were killed. Children between the age of 7 and 13, 9 boys and 6 girls between the age of 7 and 13 was killed. Your Deputy Speaker, that shameless man, says these incidents happen. He says, aren't people killed in Pakistan also? And you tell me it's an internal Congress matter. Is it an internal Congress matter? Is it an internal Congress matter, Rahul Narvekar? Is it an internal Congress matter?
No,
I'm going to open up the lines on this one. I'm going to open up the lines on this one. I'm sorry. 2,500 people are in relief camps. 2,000. This is not cynicism.
I said I condemn him.
Your condemnation means nothing. Your condemnation is hollow. Your condemnation means nothing till you sack him.
What do you want me to do?
You should sack him. You should just sack that man and throw him out of your party.
But I am not the authority to sack him.
Well, then where are your authorities? Where is Rahul Gandhi?
Step down now.
Where is your party?
Responsibility of the incident.
Has there been one statement from Rahul Gandhi?
Chief Minister should step down now.
Rahul Gandhi had a meeting. Rahul Gandhi has meetings with party general secretaries. Is there one word from Rahul Gandhi? One word from Rahul Gandhi on this? Is there one word from Rahul Gandhi on this?
Possibility of change of
Rahul Gandhi has lost his voice. Nowadays he is not
Left
speaking. We should realize this. He has lost his voice after the defeat. He is no more. He is no more
It's a
sermonizing.
very serious issue. Chief Minister should step down now. This is the right time.
Total administrative failure. This is a police failure. There has been callousness on the part
It's
of
not a police failure.
Why bring in some other thing?
No. I'll tell you, this is a
because there is no
systemic
election
demolition
now.
of
Then
Congress
let's not
party we
dilute
are
the whole
seeing today.
So he should
There is
step
no
down.
control
You have
of
been very
Congress. 100
emphatically
people have died.
placing
Is the Congress
situation in Assam
is the
in a
Congress
very emotional
responding to
manner.
it? Where is the
Don't
Congress
dilute
High
him,
Command?
I know,
Where is
going
the
into
Congress High
a
Command?
simple political,
100 people have lost lives in Assam. Is Assam a state which no one cares for? Had this happened in the main heartland of the country, would the country would have kept quiet like this? Would the Congress would have been quiet like this? Would not have Sonia Gandhi and would not have Rahul Gandhi issued statements.
Well,
where are Rahul Gandhi and where is Sonia Gandhi? Why are they not issuing statements? Why are they not condemning it? Why are they not removing the deputy speaker? Where is Rahul Gandhi? Why is he not going to Assam? Why is he not going to Assam? He goes to every other place in Uttar Pradesh to politicize and communalize issues, but why is he not rushing to Assam? Why is he in a vacation mood?
Why
has Rahul Gandhi lost his voice today? This is the question.
Arnab, I want
Why
to say
has
something.
not Narendra Modi gone till now?
Home Minister and the MOS Home Minister were there.
Yeah,
They
Home
are
Minister
monitoring the
could not
whole
even
issue.
go to the
The
camp.
whole
They could
issue
not
has
go.
been given to
They
the
did not
NIA.
go.
It is an act of terror. We have condemned it. 5,000 paramilitary forces have been sent. We gave you the country, not we. I would not say we. The Home Ministry gave you the intelligence report. Yet you went to Kaziranga. You had the intelligence report, and with the intelligence report on an elephant you were in Kaziranga. What were you doing in Kaziranga? People were dying and you were in Kaziranga celebrating. If this would have been Uttar Pradesh, would you have sat over it?
No, I want to tell
You
one
don't
thing.
care for Assam? You don't care for Northeast?
This is the right time for Mr. Tarun Gogoi that he should,
Rahul Gandhi should come today.
He should
He should
resign now.
answer. Does not
because
the
there is
Congress
no
care for the
election now,
Northeast of this
and
country?
this is the right time to energize the bureaucracy.
Well,
the center-state relationship also can be, better. And there is a need for combating the insurgency and
Jayanto Ghoshal, you've seen successive governments. You've seen. Can I be blunt with you? Can I be blunt with you?
Political. I don't want to go into the political.
Can I be blunt with you, Jayanto Ghoshal?
Yeah.
What have any government in Delhi done? There was the Naga insurgency. You know what happened? A retired, I will not say extremely inefficient ex-Home Secretary, hardly interested in working, was given the responsibility of talking to the Naga rebels. Continued on and on. They had several meetings in foreign capitals. They treated it like a joke. Successive governments in New Delhi have not cared for the people of the Northeast and for insurgencies. For them, it is somebody else's problem, somebody else's bloodshed. Which is why I am demanding tonight, and my question is very simple, and you can call in on this. My question is, there is a deputy speaker who, in response to the massacre of 81 people, says that aren't people killed in Pakistan? Why are you complaining? Aren't people killed in Bangladesh? Why are you complaining? These incidents happen. That's the kind of callous response, and Kirip Chaliha, all you can do is get angry in turn.
Utterly reprehensible. We all say that, and we all agree to that.
No, this reprehensible, we condemn it line does not work, Mr. Kirip Chaliha. It just does not work.
But Arnab.
It does not work.
What?
You have to commit. No, a person says, why are you complaining 81 people died? Don't people die in Pakistan? Does that person know a horrific experience? An 18-year-old woman saw her two sisters, her brother, her mother, two cousins shot and killed in front of her own eyes. How can the deputy speaker say, aren't people killed in Pakistan? And we are supposed to tolerate it? Or we're not supposed to complain about it? And if we ask questions and reveal things, then politicians will get angry on television. The people of this country are angry with this kind of cynicism and this attitude of politicians. I'll say it again and again. Where on earth is Rahul Gandhi tonight? Where on earth is Rahul Gandhi tonight? Let him leave the party. Let him resign as the Congress vice president.
Why bring in?
Let him resign as the Congress. Why not bring him in? His party rules the state.
My goodness.
Rahul Gandhi should not be brought in anywhere.
Really?
He should not be brought in anywhere. Then keep him outside. Declare it. If he is not to be brought in
These are
anywhere,
trivial issues
if we
for
are
Rahul
not
Gandhi.
to take his name anywhere, if you see it as a blasphemy, if we as spokespersons of the Bharatiya Janata Party utter the name of Rahul Gandhi, remove him. If it's such a shame to your party, remove him.
Patraji,
Yes, sir.
Don't stoop to that level.
No.
Politicize on a human tragedy.
Sir, you have stooped to the level. 100 people have lost their lives, but yet you are not accountable. You are in Kaziranga. You have stooped to that level.
You are going for trivial politicization.
This is not politicization. What is politicizing it?
You are coming up very nicely. Many people have got respect for you, but you don't do things like this.
No, what things
Sir,
like this?
we have respect for you as an individual. But why your government, why Tarun Gogoi should not step down?
Okay. Amandeep Singh is calling from Mumbai. He's a marketing professional. Amandeep has a view on this. Amandeep, go ahead. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, Arnab. And I first of all would like to thank you for covering this incident. My question here is, when the intelligence information was available for 3 months, and why the government did not act on it, and why there is not an audit on it? How can they sit on the information? I would not call this
absolutely, absolutely, Guru Prasad, absolutely.
It's a murder of 81 people, I would say here.
Absolutely, I have said today, Amandeep, it's not a state-sponsored but a state-allowed massacre. Tarun Gogoi has allowed this massacre to happen. Guru Prasad is calling in from Bengaluru. Guru Prasad, good evening.
Good evening, Arnab. It's a pity that people are not able to understand their own job. While Times Now is trying to expose the whole issue, the heads should have rolled, but then they are all still indulging in tutu meme and passing the buck on each other. I think you straight away call for the heads to roll, both in political as well as in the administrative machinery.
Well, absolutely, but somebody's got to be listening, Mr. Guru Prasad. Thank you very much for calling. Kirip Chaliha, that's what people want. People want heads to roll. People want heads to roll. People don't want condemnations. Jayanto Ghoshal, people don't want...
Somebody should take the responsibility.
Absolutely. Nobody's taken the responsibility in this case.
Accountability and responsibility are the basics in politics. And so somebody has to do that. I agree.
So who's that somebody?
In agreement.
No, who's that somebody? Who's that somebody in this case?
I mean, everyone responsible.
No, what everyone? What everyone? I'm not talking about everyone. I'm talking about who's responsible. Kirip Chaliha, you
generalize. Look, law and order is a state subject. Listen, there was a massacre.
No,
got the report. So now, Chief Minister, I have respect to Mr. Tarun Gogoi, but I think moral responsibility now lies with Mr. Gogoi. I'm not disrespecting Mr. Tarun Gogoi. I know personally Mr. Gogoi and how he made this Assam government. I mean, for this donkey's years, he's the Chief Minister. So this is the achievement. I admire that. But today, after this massacre, don't you think that he should resign immediately? And that is the call. Moral responsibility he should take.
No, they won't.
For that, the bureaucracy, the intelligence, everything can be energized. This is not the election time. So this is
they're not.
Resign. And
No, what's idealistic?
Well, it is an idealistic position where the Chief Minister should take moral responsibility and resign. But tell me, how often have we seen this happen?
Doesn't matter.
Did this happen in 2002 in the state
Doesn't
of
matter.
Gujarat? I don't want to politicize the issue, but the point is, that what sauce is good for the goose is good for the gander. So, Mr. Patra, when you take a moral high, why should I defend? I'm just trying to tell you. I'm only trying to tell you. Don't politicize an issue of national importance. Stop doing that. That's all you've done for the last 6 months. That's all you've done for the last 6 months. You have only politicized issues. You have not dealt with issues.
You defending the Congress?
What sauce is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Tell me.
What was your approach in 2002?
Tell me.
What was your approach in 2002?
The Congress
was your approach the same in 2002? Why are you speaking a different language in 2002
has gone over judicial inquiry.
Excuse me.
Don't you believe?
Don't you have no judicial inquiry? To the extent that the former Prime Minister who is being going to be awarded the Bharat Ratna said that the Raj deserves and requires for him to expel and remove.
Is Congress the new destination?
Respond, please. You can respond directly.
Is Congress the new destination, Rahul? Is Congress the new destination? No, why are you acting as the Congress spokesperson? When Mr. Chaliha is saying he does not want to defend the indefensible. Just a second, Mr. Rahul, as a friend, Rahul, answer me. When the Congress spokesperson is not going to defend the indefensible, why are you busy defending the indefensible?
The reason
when Mr. Chaliha is saying he does not want to defend, he is condemning it. Why are you flying back to 2002 time and again?
Are you done?
We have begun. We are not done. Remember, the party has begun. BJP has begun, and we will do it away with all the forces who are done with the country till now.
Mr. Patra?
Yes.
Unfortunately for you and your party, a national calamity is a party. And that's not the case with the rest of the political outfits.
Rahul, I cannot say anything personally.
And number two,
you are a good person, but
you need to realize that instead of asking for...
This is a battle for the people of Northeast. truth versus lies. Let's not trivialize.
If you are done with if you are done with your grandstanding, if you are done with your grandstanding, we should.
I'd like to go back to Raj. I'd like to go back to 1 second. I'd like to go back to Raj. He's calling in from Bengaluru. You see, what happens is just the political. If there's going to be a political squabble on it, the Assam government is going to get away. And in case you you don't remember, you know, intelligence inputs or otherwise, the fact of the matter is your UPA government, which you've been part of, had a very poor record in terms of security and preventing terror attacks. Maybe that's why you had a Congress government in the state. You had a home minister from your party in the state. We know exactly what happened in 26/11. So I understand the reason for your defensiveness. However, I continue to ask this question.
And the deputy chief minister had stepped down then, just to remind you.
No, 1 second. After much cajoling, Raj is calling in from Bengaluru. It is our view that the Chief Minister should resign if he cannot make the Deputy Speaker resign, and at least the Deputy Speaker who said why complain about 81 people being killed because so many people are also killed in Pakistan needs to step down voluntarily. Raj is calling in from Bengaluru. Raj, good evening.
Yeah, hi, good evening to Arnab.
Good evening, Raj.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised and disgusted by the way the Rahul Narvekar is trying to defend something which Congress spokesperson himself is not able to defend. And what vested interest Rahul Narvekar and his party has got with it?
I'm not the spokesperson of the Congress party in this issue.
Well, let me respond to that, please.
He is behaving like Congress spokesperson, and I wonder what is Rahul Gandhi and his team. For every small thing they come up on national television, five spokesperson will come and rally up on the national televisions and talk about it. What the heck are they doing since yesterday and today? When 100 people, Adivasis are being killed, where is their appeasement for the Adivasis and the minorities and all these things? What are they doing?
Raj, you want to know the fact? Rahul Gandhi hasn't even issued one statement on it. That's the fact. That's the fact.
It doesn't matter.
And then he will go to Guwahati before the elections. Raj, and he'll go to Guwahati before the elections, and there will be sabhas organized where he will give lectures on governance. What lectures of governance can Rahul Gandhi give? No, please, Mr. Chaliha, go back and call Rahul Gandhi after the program and tell him that you as an Assamese politician feel strongly about it. And 1 second, if Rahul Gandhi tells you Tarun Gogoi won't resign, this deputy speaker won't resign, then Mr. Chaliha, you should resign. As a mark of protest, you should resign. Because if this is the way politicians will respond when 81 people die, Mr. Chaliha, then people will have no hope left. And you know, Mr. Chaliha, as well as I do, this is because it's happening in Assam. Had this happened in UP, Maharashtra, in any other state, in one of the major states, had 81 people been killed like this in Delhi, you know there would have been a national outrage. I want to know whether Rahul Gandhi would have remained quiet if this had happened near where he lives. He would not have. It's only because it's from the northeast. He doesn't care. It's not politically significant, Mr. Chaliha, don't you realize? It doesn't send enough MPs to the parliament. It won't become a national issue.
Please don't make it a Rahul Gandhi.
No, it's not a Rahul Gandhi issue. It is an indifference to the northeast issue. Also because poor people have died. The poorest people have died. Poor tribal defenseless people have died in a northeastern state. You would not care. You would not care, Mr. No, sir, let me tell you the truth today. Why should we not speak? This is how politicians respond when issues of the Northeast come up. They don't care. It's someone else's life, someone else's problem. And then deputy speakers come out and say, why complain? Don't people in Pakistan die? I want to ask you, sir, if that had been a deputy speaker in any other state, had a major politician in Delhi said, if this incident would have happened, God forbid this incident happened anywhere outside Assam, if a politician would have said, why complain? 81 people can die. Don't people in Pakistan die? Would there not have been a national outrage about it? Why should people be quiet? Because it has happened in Assam? Because it has happened in Sonitpur? Because it has happened in Kokrajhar?
I think
that's why we should be quiet about it. No, that's why we should be quiet. That's why you will come out and defend it. I'm also asking the question the viewer is asking. Where are all the Congress spokespersons today? No, sir, please tell me. No, please tell me. Tell me, sir.
Another point, Arnab, I want to mention.